Okay, let us see how we can create this form using Rhino and Grasshopper. I have created some curve pattern using polygon. Type polygon, give the number of sides. Select the curve. Select the alternative control point. Press Shift plus Scale to scale in uniform. By using fillet corners, we can get rid of sharp corners. Like this, the pattern is created. From this pattern, we can select these two. It's always up to you to choose the curve. Press Alt plus Move in order to duplicate it. Okay, make it simple. Let's see what are the steps involved to create this form. We have to create the height using the command move, then scale it, rotate it, create faces. These are the 4 stages that involved in this. Okay, let's open Grasshopper. File, new document, double click to search, type the command curve, right click on the curve and choose set on curve. Select the curve from Rhino. Step 1. Fix the height. Use move command, connect the curve to the geometry. Motion is used to denote the direction. Use Z direction. Use series. Connect the number slider. Starting will be 0. That's the base. Step is the floor to floor distance. Let's give 3.5. Count is the total number of floors. Step 2. Scale. Type scale. Connect the geometry to geometry. To find the center of individual plate, use area. Connect the geometry to geometry, center it to the center. Hide the previous command, else it will be overlap. To specify the scale value, use range. For domain value, use construct domain. Construct start is the minimum value, use 0.1. Construct end is the maximum value, I am going with 1.5. So it's 1.5 times bigger. Connect the construct domain to domain. Connect the total number of floor plate. Connect the range to the factor, which gives linear type. We don't need this. So use the graph mapper. Connect the range at one end and in other end connect the factor. Right click on graph mapper. Choose the type of graph that you need to use. I am going with sine. Double click on the graph mapper to change the minimum and maximum value. Here the x0 denotes the minimum value and the x1 denotes the maximum value. Give us 0.1 and 1.5. Repeat it for the y 0.1 and 1.5. By manipulating the graph, you can control the curves. Step 3. Rotate. Use rotate command. Connect geometry to geometry. Center of the curve to the plane. Use the range. For domain, use the construct domain. Give the maximum and minimum rotation. As minimum 0, as maximum 180 or 360 as your wish. Connect domain to domain. First step, connect the number of floor plate. Connect the range to the angle. Some unusual result. Right click on the angle, change to degree. Use the graph mapper. Then right click the graph mapper, select the type of graph. I am here selecting the conic graph. Connect range at one end and angle at other. Double click on the graph mapper and change the minimum and maximum value. Now you can manipulate the rotation of the structure using the curve. Now use the loft. Connect the geometry to the curve. Use custom preview. Use color swatch. Connect the loft to the geometry. You can change the color using it. Hide the previous command. Use boundary surface. Connect the geometry to the edges. To create floor plate, press shift and connect the surface to the geometry. Hide the previous command. By adjusting the scale and the rotation of the graph mapper, you can create interesting customized form. Now duplicate the entire script by pressing Alt. Now assign the second curve. By changing the rotation, scale and the minimum and maximum value, you can create it as the shell for the first curve. Right click on the custom material to bake. Always use group. Okay, let's take a final look. Use curve to import the curve. Using the move command, set the height. By using the scale and the graph mapper, we can manipulate the surface. By using the rotate, we can twist. By using the loft, we can create the exterior surface. Select the object in Rhino. Alt to get duplicate. Delete some of the alternative surface. And finally, it's the end of the video. And let me know in the comment section if you have any suggestion